Hello and welcome to this video brought to you by Platform Mart Financial Services. So you have decided to start your investment journey, but before you start your investment journey, let's read and think about certain things that we should keep in mind. So, are you ready to start your investment journey? So what is stopping you? Are you still looking for tips and strategies to get rich? Or would you rather protect your investments and don't mind being patient and play the long-term game? So then read on. In today's video, we shall be looking at how we can get started, how much to invest, where to invest, how soon will I become rich, how fast can I become rich, where do I get tips to become rich, and which influencers to follow for tips to grow rich. These are some of the questions which need to be answered before we get started with our investment journey. Remember, personal finance is exactly what it is, personal. What works for others may not work for you. Don't get misled by claims of your friends, relatives, colleagues who talk only about huge profits. Remember, investment is a long-term game. Gambling is short-term. So decide wisely. One has to keep saving every day, month, and year, and then reach a certain corpus after a considerable period of time. It is not possible for everyone to become rich overnight. In fact, it is not possible for anyone. Remember, Rome was not built in a day. Most important thing is to get started at the earliest with whatever you can spare. So how much to invest? One doesn't need a lot of money to start investing. Rather, start investing with whatever you have. Remember, it is the tiny drops of water that make an ocean and not the other way around. It is better to plan your income, expenses, and investment. One should also be leading a decent life with a good standard of living. After all, you earn to lead a decent life. Look at your obligations and plan accordingly. Don't get into debt to start investing. So where do you invest? In most countries, there are multiple avenues to invest. In India too, the investment options are bank or post office schemes, fixed deposit schemes of public sector units or private companies, public provident fund, or popularly called as PPF, gold, physical gold, gold bonds, gold ETF, bonds, those from the RBI, PSUs, private companies, mutual funds of various types, stock market, real estate, and so on. One has to use multiple options to spread your risk and grow wealth. You need to have a portfolio of investments. Choose the best options as per your investment objectives and goals. So, how soon will I become rich? Everybody wants to be rich, but rich is a relative term. What is rich for one person may not be rich for another person. So instead of thinking of getting rich, decide on your own target, amount, and the time. Frame short-term goals and long-term goals. Setting goals will keep you focused on what you want to achieve. Be as specific as possible. We will talk about goal setting in another video. Remember, Current cost of the goals that you're trying to achieve. Determine what is the current cost. This will be a good starting point and add up the goal amounts to know your target. Always, always, always consider inflation, which can reduce the value of your investment. So how quickly can I become rich? Most of us fantasize about becoming rich overnight. We look for the one deal that will solve all our money problems. One big deal and done. Unfortunately, there is no such magic solution to becoming rich. Scholars have researched numerous successful people and have tried to find the formula to becoming rich. Sadly, there is no such method. Sooner we accept it, better it is. One has to work diligently and consistently over a period of time to reach one's investment goals. Once in a while, one may get lucky and hit the jackpot, but not every time. Remember, even at the casino, one does not win each time. Where do I get to tips to become rich? Read tips received from different sources. Don't act on them blindly. Rather, evaluate them. Think about them based on your situation. You must evaluate every tip based on your situation. Google the keyword and read what others are saying or hear other views on that particular tip. Not everyone is kind-hearted to share tips to make other people rich for free. They might have some vested interest. Most people sharing tips have their own interest. It could be a training course, affiliate sales, commission, or large position on a particular investment which they are trying to get rid of. Be careful. Read guidelines from the stock exchange, SEBI, and other authorities. Read and think about the fine print, if there is any. There will be a catch. If it is too good to be true. Nowadays, we hear about influencers, YouTube influencers, Instagram influencers, Facebook influencers who are peddling out success stories each day. Influencers, who are influencers? Influencers are individuals sharing their experience, advice, or strategies with others. There are numerous individuals who are dishing out advice on investments. YouTube, Telegram, WhatsApp, Instagram are full of influencers handing out advice. Evaluate independently before making a purchase or an investment based on their advice. Market regulators like SEBI, BSE, NSE are cracking down on influencers who are often misguiding investors. Don't get swayed by the number of followers or their smooth talking styles. Remember, followers can be bought. There are vendors who are willing to sell you number of followers. Your education, income, expenses, liabilities, and family needs cannot be generalized. So do not follow what others are advising you blindly. Remember, what has worked for them may not work for you. Your situation may be totally different than that of the influencer. Most of the influencers have multiple streams of income through YouTube, blogs, Instagram, or they are pitching their own training services or their consulting services, their storybooks, or products from their sponsors. So you might be taken for a ride. Just think, will a super successful and rich person have time to record and share videos? Of course not. So remember, think before you act. Thank you, and looking forward to meeting you in another video.